be the focal point because she's not the right person. They waited for Rosa Parks, and then they used her as the focal point to attack the bus boycott in Montgomery. Different situations entirely, but strategically, this is what this guy has. He is a gang member, at least in the past. Maybe he renounced his gang membership. I don't know how you would do that. He is here illegally, and in 2021, his wife or girlfriend took out a domestic violence order against him. Is this someone, just be honest, that the average American is sitting around saying, hey, you know, this is what I want my senator? There's only 47 of them in the United States Senate for the Democrat Party. Is that what you want the limited hours of your senator's work to be focused on? Is he representing Maryland well by making this trip? Whether you're a Democrat, Republican, or independent, I wouldn't argue that. The governor of Maryland's not down there.
Well, and I would say, how many Democrat senators from any state where a resident was captured by the FBI and held in many cases, as we know, in solitary confinement. Keep that in mind. It's not just that solitary confinement keeps you alone. It's that you have extreme restrictions on time, on contact with the outside world, on what, toiletries you're allowed to have, no time in the commissary. I mean, it's a punishment, okay? People were held, J6 nonviolent prisoners were held in punishment conditions like they were a threat to shiv a fellow inmate when they had never done anything in their lives and they never actually hurt anybody. They trespassed, okay? They obstructed a government proceeding and they were held in solitary. How many Democrats went to see if their due process rights were respected? How many times did they get visits, Clay, from the ACLU about whether everything was by the book? I'm sorry. We've seen too much from these Democrats, and it is time to put on the brass knuckles with this stuff. I'm sorry. I don't. They can try to pull on the heartstrings. They're going to just keep pulling and get no result. Americans with common sense see this for what it is. Somehow, Clay, our laws couldn't prevent. I don't know. What do you think? 12 million-ish? 10, 12 million illegals? Yes. At least, right? 10 to 12 million illegals from coming into the country, despite the fact the law says they're not allowed to. And also now we're being told that the law can't expel people once they've come into it. How can that be something that we accept? You can come in illegally, violate our laws, nothing we can do. Oh, and by the way, if we want you to leave, there's also nothing that can be done because judges will say you can't be sent home. What? Yeah. It's madness. And people are just sort of fed up with this. I know we're supposed to get, the process. The judges are operating in bad faith. The judges are declaring things like, we need to put a hold on his deportation because he's a gang member who fears violence from other gang members? Too freaking bad. Go home.
I would also point out, and I think this is significant, and I would expect this is going to be the next step. They are going to, I think, as more of this guy's background comes out, the restraining order and the domestic violence being brought out is going to be tough. Because that doesn't, again, I'm not saying that sometimes some people don't get dragged in and haven't done anything wrong at all, right? That does happen. But combining the guy's a gang member, the guy has a domestic violence investigation brought against him in the state of Maryland, the guy was here illegally, that's 3 strikes. Maybe one or two of those, you're like, hey, I can. And so I think what you're going to see, Buck, is there's going to be a pivot, especially if this domestic violence complaint comes out and there was any violence at all that she alleged. Because unfortunately, what often happens in domestic violence complaints is if the couple stay together, the woman will say, none of that ever happened. And they try to just sweep it under the rug because they want to stay together. They've got a kid. Like, this is the reality. Anybody who's worked in family law knows this. This is why oftentimes prosecutions, they won't have the testimony from the woman herself. It's a huge mess. Anybody who's worked in these cases knows exactly what I'm talking about. But I think, Buck, where it's going to go from here is they're going to say, well, it's not about him. It's about Trump being an authoritarian and refusing to listen to the courts and follow their rules. That's the pivot that's coming. I think that's where we're headed. But I want to tell you, hey, Buck, I was down 2 weeks ago at Buck's house, and we had Good Rancher steak. Cooked them for us, 9 months pregnant. Amazing meal, and they're fabulous. They are really, really good. We had them. My boys love steak, chicken. My youngest, chicken nuggets. They are fabulous. We eat this food at our house. It's safe. It's healthy. It's delivered right to your door, and it's American produced. No antibiotics, no added hormones. If you want to skip this trip to the grocery store, save a bundle, and get fabulous food at your house, you can get hooked up right now, whether it's bacon, whether it's steak, whether it's chicken nuggets, salmon. Right now you get $40 off. All you have to do is go to goodranchers.com, use my name, Clay. We eat this in the Travis household. It's American Ranchers, American meat delivered right to your house. Kids like household plates. You know better than anybody. Get it sent right to your house. Freezer, refrigerator, whatever you're ready to eat, you are good to go. Goodranchers.com, my name, Clay, $40 off. Salmon, chicken nuggets, steak, bacon, whatever type of meat you like, you have an option to get it. They even have some that are already set up. The burger box, if you just want to get burgers. The cowboy, mix of meats. Surf and turf, obviously your meats and your seafoods. Maybe the tailgate box if you're having buddies over to watch a game. Get hooked up right now. Goodranchers.com, code Clay. I love them. You'll love them too. Goodranchers.com, code CLAY for $40 off.
News and politics, but also a little comic relief. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton. Find them on the free iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts. More with Clay and Buck on 55 KRC. Brian Thomas, weekday mornings at 5 on 55 KRC and online at 55krc.com.
55 KRC, the talk station.
Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass live at the Tap Theater on May 13th. Relive all those hit songs and wonderful memories in a once-in-a-lifetime concert event. Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass live at the Tap Theater on May 13th. Tickets available online.
March is Colorectal Cancer Awareness Month. Time for your colonoscopy? Choose experience and quality. A colonoscopy at GastroHealth can detect and prevent colorectal cancer. Schedule today at gastrohealth.com/Cincinnati or call 513-751-6667.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for the roles? It seems impossible to find them. They have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go. And that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter. Is your retirement plan missing a piece? At Brown Financial Advisors, we understand putting together a healthy retirement plan is like solving a complex puzzle. Our expertise is your missing piece. Visit brownfinancialadvisors.com and schedule your complimentary review.
Well, spring is here, and it's time for some spring cleaning in your home. So do what I do. Magna-Dry is offering 10% off all services. That includes carpet, upholstery, and area rug cleaning. Call today for your appointment, 874-3310 for Magna-Dry.
Joey from Vermont. A farmer trying to get through the winter. Adriana from South Carolina. A single mother living paycheck to paycheck. Liam from Ohio. An injured father struggling to provide for his family. Hi, I'm Shanola Hampton, and I support the Feeding America network of food banks because they help provide over 6 billion meals to people in need each year. Learn more at feedingamerica.org.
This is 55 KRC, an iHeart radio station.
Welcome back in, Clay Travis, Buck Sexton Show. Drinking right now America's coffee. That is Crockett Coffee, the best coffee you can buy anywhere in America, particularly if you love American history. Davy Crockett is our namesake, and I am drinking it right now. It is absolutely fabulous. I got a video up on Instagram. It's kind of a little bit, I guess, of a flex, as they call it, because when you start your morning drinking the coffee of the coffee company that you own, kind of a cool thing to do. Buck and I own this. We wanted to start a great American brand. We are buying ads on a variety of different other outlets to grow this brand. You may start hearing it other places. CrockettCoffee.com. Use code BOOK right now. You get an autographed copy of my book when you subscribe. I am signing them. They are going out. We appreciate the thousands and thousands of you that have signed up and are subscribers. We want to hit 10,000 in the near future subscribers, which is a great number. We're excited about how well this is going, and you're going to be hearing these ads everywhere, but go get signed up, CrockettCoffee.com. Use code BOOK, and I'll sign them, and you'll be well on your way. Buck certainly is going to be needing, I bet, it'll be a good test. How much more coffee do you start drinking with a newborn? I bet your coffee consumption increases.
It does, Clay, but I have to be honest. My wife is super wife, and I get to, like, snuggle the baby, you know, play with the baby.
You get all the benefits and none of the super challenging aspects of being a parent.
She is making sure that at least during the week my sleep is entirely undisturbed so far. She's totally rock starring the whole thing. I mean, so I cannot pretend. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, you're going to lose all this sleep. I told her the weekend. We're in this 100% together, but during the week when I'm doing the show, she has taken the baby. On her shoulders, literally and figuratively. She